this is just me. Okay. I'm just going to give you a value statement here. Okay. This is me. I think that not enough people hear I love you, period. I love you. Like, you like lady, like women who know me, like I'll say, hey, I love you. Like, even the guy, you know where I got this from? Actually, I got it from the Savo brothers. The Savo brothers, even when they're mad at each other, they still say, I love you. Like, they can be pissed. I've seen them like fucking like pissed at each other. And they'll still say, I love you, right? Because their dad taught them to do that. And I thought, man, that's fucking great. What a great fucking practice that is. And like, so even if you're mad, like there's nothing that you could do. There's nothing that's like so over the top that it's going to make me stop loving you. Right. I love the Sable brothers. Like, I haven't talked to them in a while. We had a falling out because of Pearl and as you might guess, but I still love them. And I love you guys. I still love you guys. Same thing with Mike. So Mike Sartain said that too. Like, he's like, he said, how I show love to Rolo is I help him solve his problems. Like, what problems do I have? But no, it's true. I don't think enough people hear those words. They don't hear that on a daily basis. And I really feel in some ways, and you guys can throw, oh, Rolo's simping. Okay, fine. I'll simp for this one right here. I don't think that enough guys ever hear that. The guys don't get compliments, period. Right. Because they think, what are you giving me a compliment for? What do you want? Like, we don't trust, men don't trust a compliment, I think, in a different way than women don't trust. Like, women, if you give a woman a compliment, she's like, oh yeah, he wants to fuck me. A guy gets a compliment and you're like, what do you want? What you talking about, Willis? What do you want from me? What do you want, my stack? But I honestly, I think that's something that we probably, especially in this day and age too, because in an era where we're on social media all the time and people like throw fucking shade and hate at each other all the time. Like, we never hear compliment. Well, it doesn't have to be a compliment. Even just like saying, I love you. Right. And like, I love Jim Sexton. I'll tell you right now, I love you, Jim. Right. Because I can say that about people, because my attitude about love is, I think, probably a little bit different than other people's. And like I was saying before, I love my brother. I love Mike. I love my wife. I love my daughter. I love my dog. But you know what? I only fuck my wife. And that is the glue that holds our relationship. That's what defines our marriage. That's what sets my relationship with my wife apart from everybody else. I'm not fucking anybody else, forsaking all others, till death do you part, blah, blah, blah. I take my vows very seriously. I'm not fucking anybody else. Okay. Great. That doesn't make me special. I think a lot of people probably do that, but whatever. The fact of the matter is what defines my marriage, what defines the relationship between my wife and I, is that we fuck. That's the one thing I do that I don't do with anybody else. There's probably some other things that I do, as well, but that's the one I keep coming back to. And that's why when we start talking about like, pornography, this, cheating is that, marriage is this, here is that, blah, blah, blah. If we're going to talk about love and everything else, we need to find out what it is that love is. I love everybody. I love a lot of people. But I will tell you this, that feeling, that emotive state of love is contextualized within relationships. So I don't classify, like, people are going to really hate this, but I don't look at love as like, oh, it's agape love, or it's eros, or it's fraternal, or it's I don't look at it in that sense. I look at it as love is an emotive feeling. As he's saying, I don't believe in the fairy tales. I don't believe in the soulmate myth, any of that other bullshit. But I do feel an intensity difference between the love that I feel for my wife and my daughter than I do for other people, which I think is probably understandable. But it's contextualized in the relationships that I have with my daughter, with my wife, with Ned. So love is an emotive state. And I'm not going to say the word, love is love. That's bullshit wokesy speak, right? But it is an emotive state. And you have to remember that love is an emotion. It's something that we feel. It has a purpose. It has a function. Like I kept saying, like happiness. Happiness is an emotion. It's not something you can maintain all the time. It's not some sort of thing that's like this this ephemeral state where we're just going to be in this nirvanic, state of bliss and joy. No matter, we try to make it that way with drugs, with alcohol, with SSRI, with antidepressants, with opioids, with you name it, with weed. Ladies, stop smoking so much goddamn weed. What's the matter with you? I'm looking at ladies too, by the way. I think women smoke way more weed than guys do. It's been my experience. Like every single chick I know smokes way too much fucking. Stop it. Just fucking put down a bong, ladies. Please. You'll be better off for it. What is it about fucking marijuana and women? I just don't get it. I mean, like if you were to say like, oh, it's vodka or tequila. Okay, I understand. But ladies, Jesus Christ, man, lay off the fucking marijuana. Holy shit. Maybe it's just Vegas. I don't know, but it's been my experience that like more women smoke weed than guys I know who smoke weed are far fewer than the women that I know who smoke weed. But no, as far as love is concerned, love is an emotion. It's just like happiness. It's just like anger. It's just like anxiety. It's just like you name it. Like there's base emotions, right? And emotions have an evolved function. Happiness is meant to keep you doing something. It's meant for you to move from one state to another. You feel intrinsically rewarded by doing things. Happiness is doing. Love is the same fucking way. You don't, I'll be in love and I'll just stay in love. No, it's not a perpetual state. You have to do. It's the same thing with depression. Depression is meant to motivate you because it's your emotional state, it's your subconscious state, or even your cognitive state, saying, I cannot, your body telling you, I cannot be sustained in this particular environment, in this particular habit, in this particular way. You need to move. Let's move from one state to another because I'm going to be depressed and I'm going to hate myself. And this is not a good place for me to be. I'm depressed. I'm urgent. I'm anxious. Let's move from one state to the next. And usually those states have to do with two things: reproduction and survival. Those are the two things. So how does love fit into that? Well, reproduction, we got that one down. Survival, yeah, you got to feel reaffirmed. You still have to have that state. That's why we deify love. God is love. For fuck's sake, we make an emotion God. And he's probably going to get to this too. That's in my fourth book. God is love. No, love is God, because we take love, the emotive state of love, and we amplify it beyond, like we deify it. We make it into this cosmic force, this unknowable mystery of the fucking universe. And it is just an emotion. I can shoot you up with oxytocin right now and you will love me. You will love Rollo Tomasi. I should do that right now. Let's do an experiment. Let's shoot. And you can get it, peptide. Just here, have some fucking oxytocin. You'll love me. I just feel so close to you, Rollo. Let's hear it. Yeah, take another fucking 10 cc's, whatever. Take some more oxytocin. You'll fall in love with me, guaranteed. Yeah, because you can change people's emotions by their chemical state. If I put some tequila in you, you're going to feel a little bit differently. If I start shooting up, 100 milligrams of Tren every other day, you're probably going to feel a lot different about it. There's going to be some mood shifts, some emotional changes in you if you do that. It's like, it's a material effect on a material phenomenon, emotional state.